My name is Ashley, and today I want to talk to you about cloth diapering a newborn baby. I have had 2 babies now, and I knew when I was pregnant with my first that I wanted to do cloth diapers. I read mixed things about cloth diapering a newborn. Some people claim that it's not a good idea because of the sticky meconium poop in the very beginning. They say it will ruin your cloth diapers. Some people say that it's not worth it because you have to change the diaper like 12 times a day in the beginning because they're going so much. So they say that it's just too much laundry and then it's better to wait until things slow down a little bit around maybe like the 3rd or 4th month. So there's a lot of opinions about it. One thing I would suggest for newborn cloth diapering for the very, very beginning when they've got that meconium poop is these bamboo viscose liners. I had these from my first anyway. She got diaper rashes a lot. She had just very sensitive skin. She had a lot of food sensitivities and stuff, so unfortunately she had a lot of diaper rash. My second hasn't had any at all, but anyway, so these are really great for diaper rash to put a little extra protection between the cloth and your baby's bum. You just you tear the sheet off, put it in the diaper, and it acts as a little bit of a barrier between the cloth and the bum. These are flushable, so you just throw them in the toilet when you're done. But for a newborn, you can cut it in half this way and put it in the diaper. That way, when they have that sticky meconium poop, you don't have to worry about it staining your nice cloth diapers. For my first baby, we got these they're all-in-one, one size fits all cloth diapers. They work from about 8 pounds up to 30 something pounds. These are great because they last most of your baby's like diapering time period. However, my baby was born, my first, she was 6 pounds, 6 ounces, and then she dropped down to, I want to say it was like 5 pounds, 10 ounces or something like that. And she was fitting in preemie size clothes. So this diaper was massive on her. It came like all the way up to her armpits, even when it was cinched down to the smallest size. So this was not something that I could put on her for a long time. Even when she was 8 pounds, it was very bulky and her clothes didn't fit properly. So I really did not like this diaper when she was very small. I ended up not cloth diapering her until probably around the 4-month period is when I started cloth diapering her because these were the diapers that we had and they just didn't fit. So I used Disposables. It wasn't my favorite, but it worked for the time. So then when I was pregnant with my second, I knew that I really wanted to do cloth diapering during that time, and I knew that likely I was gonna have another small baby who would not fit in these in the beginning. I even calculated the cost and I figured out that it was gonna be about $80 a month to put my baby in disposable diapers, and that's because I use diapers like 7th generation or Honest brand because I don't like to use diapers that have chlorine in them. So they do tend to be a little more expensive. So you can use Disposables for less money, but it still adds up pretty quickly. So anyway, I figured if my baby was in disposable diapers for even just 2 months, that was gonna be $160. And if he was anything like my first baby, it might be even longer than that. So I decided to see if I could find some secondhand newborn diapers, and I did. The stash that I really wanted I found on eBay, and I got them for about $100. But I did see a lot on Mercari, Poshmark. I saw some on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, but they weren't the ones that I was looking for. Here's a tip: if your diapers are still in great condition after you're done with them, you can probably resell them. And if you bought them secondhand, you might even be able to resell them for the same price that you bought them for. Here is the stash that I bought used. They were very gently used because they're newborn diapers, so they can't be used for very long anyway. And these also work for preemies, and they're really great. I have 36 of these prefolds. And 8 covers, although I would have preferred to have 10 or 12 of those. And then 2 Snappies. Other than having a couple more of those, this was perfect. This is definitely what I would recommend and what I would go with again if I were to have another baby. Like I said, that was the perfect number of prefolds. I was able to wash laundry every other day like that. I just felt that I was running out of covers sometimes because newborns tend to poop a lot. And so even though I didn't have any issues with the diapers leaking out onto the clothes, like the cover was getting poop on it. And so then those would have to be washed. And so I felt like I was running out of covers before I was running out of the actual cloth diaper inside first. So 10 or 12, I think, would have solved that problem. If you're done with them and they're in good condition, they can be used for another baby, but if they're starting to fray or fall apart, they become a really good rag or pad or whatever to use around the house. I use them with my mop, actually. It's like a Swiffer wet jet, and it works great with that. Not the newborn size, but a bigger size. Whereas like this type of diaper where it's built into the diaper, you would have to cut this out in order for it to become a rag, which you could do. It just isn't as versatile. Also, the newborn cloth diaper system that I'm talking about in this video, the Cloth-eez, or a similar type of system like that, they're much more cost effective. There's an abundance of them out there, so they're pretty easy to find secondhand. They're easy to give to somebody else when you're all done with them, if the condition is still good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the features of the cloth diapers. What's nice about this is it has preemie sizes as well as newborn sizes and a snap down for the umbilical cord. So I'm going to try to show you guys how to do this one-handed. So you can snap down the umbilical cord thing to right here, or if you need it more, you snap it down here. And when you put it on the baby, you snap it however many across this way that you need and this way, or if you have a preemie, you would be going a preemie or just a super tiny baby, you'd be going all the way down to these ones, and you would just snap that one all the way down like that. So then it becomes a super tiny diaper, which is really, really nice. One thing that's nice about this system is that when you change the baby, you pull the pad off of them and you can just put a new pad on and keep using the same cover, unless if the cover is wet, then you'll just put the cover to the side and somewhere and let it dry. You can put it out in the sun or whatever and just use another cover, and then you can switch back and forth between those two covers, and you can just keep doing that until it's laundry day, or if it gets too smelly you can stop using it, or obviously if it gets poop on it. A lot of times you'll get poop in the sides of the elastic here, and it washes fine, but obviously you don't want to keep using one with poop on it on your baby. One thing I really love about these diapers is it has the double elastics around the legs, so it really keeps things contained. So like with my son, he would poop and it would be all along the inner elastic here, but it would not make it to the outer elastic. So we never had leaks out of the diapers. And even it's elastic in the back here too. So I think we had one poop that might have leaked a little bit out the top, but other than that, these did really, really well for us. Whereas with my daughter, who was in Disposables in the beginning, there were always like blowouts out the back, always, every single time. All her back was covered in poop. It was awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna walk you through how to put them on the baby and how to do a diaper change. So let's start with how I fold the prefold. I like to do the angel fold, and I always pay attention to where the tag is because I don't want that on my baby because that seems irritating. Okay, so you fold it in thirds like this. So this is a pad fold. You can always use it like this, but I find that that does not contain poop at all. So I do the angel fold where you open it like this. And then the baby's bottom goes right here. This is baby Hazel. This is a doll, a very, very small baby doll. This is about the size of what a preemie baby would be. This is smaller than either of my babies were. So you pull the sides from the angel fold up and over like this and like this. And you use the Snappi to secure. It has these little grabby things. So you can just grab the fabric and you pull it over like this. Sorry, this is so much easier to do two-handed, I swear. And then you pull this one over and you can just go across. So you just want to make sure that it's grabbed on there so that it doesn't, you don't want it to come off and like poke your baby. It's not as sharp as like a safety pin, which I really like. So yeah, that's on there pretty good. And then this baby, you know, doesn't have very flexible legs, so that makes the fit a little more difficult. But I think you get the idea. Once you've got your diaper all on, put out your cover. You gently, using two hands, pick up your baby. Not how I'm doing it with my one hand. And then you pull this up and over and secure the snaps on the sides. I'm gonna do that and then I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. So I have it snapped on for not preemie size, although really it would fit her better if it was snapped down here for the preemie size. It's just because of the way they structured the baby doll's legs, it doesn't really work that well. But anyway, I promise it fits so, so well on a newborn baby. I think I can include a photo that I took of my son actually in it. Okay, so here's another view. Here's how it looks on the bear. The bear is bigger, so you can't really use the preemie sizes on this. But so once you get the diaper snapped on, you always want to check all the way around and make sure that you don't have any of the cloth showing or sticking out. Because if it's like this, you're gonna have a leak under the clothes for sure. You have to make sure that this cover is pulled over top like that. And you want to check it again all the way around the leg holes. They look good. This is the inner elastic, so that looks good. You want to check the front. If this is peeking out above the cover, then again you're going to have leaks. And then you'll also want to check the back. You can usually just check it with by feeling it without actually having to look. But yeah, if this is sticking out above the cover, you're gonna have leaks for sure. So you just want to tuck it all in there. So yeah, looking good. If your baby has their umbilical cord stump still on, you can tuck this cloth down. I would recommend doing that before you secure the pad in place with the Snappi. So it could be like that. and then you would snap this part down and then do your side snaps. It's gonna be too hard for me to do one-handed while I'm doing this video. But anyway, you get the idea. So that way their stump would be right here and this won't be touching it or bothering it. Whoops. And then when you wanna change diapers, you just unsnap, pull this down, easily lift. If you just grab these little tabs, then the Snappi easily releases. Set it to the side. Sometimes these will get wet if the pad gets super saturated, and then you can just, I just wash these with soap and water. And then you open it up, clean your baby. You can just take the pad out, and if this is clean enough, just put a new pad right on in there. You know, you'll do your trifold and then open them up, and then there you go. If your cover is dirty, you'll just get a new cover, and then they all wash together.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for you and that it inspired some of you to cloth diaper your newborns. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be putting out more videos soon about this cloth diapering system, as well as how to wash and care for your cloth diapers, and then there will be more things to come after that as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.